up on Pop Nation. What do you get when you mix 2 pounds of metal and a bunch of classic TV shows? And what do you think was born in the staid British pubs of the 1950s? The inspiration came from a cocktail shaker, but this psychedelic liquid has nothing to do with alcohol.
Oh, yeah!
And life isn't all black and white. Unless, of course, you're these guys.
We are comic book characters ourselves. We fly through the air. I breathe fire. I mean, everything's possible.
All that and more on this episode of Pop Nation. Which U.S. rock band holds the record for most gold records?
Aerosmith.
Rolling Stones. I don't know too many rock bands.
The Eagles? Kiss?
Kiss is not just another rock band. It's a tongue-wagging, guitar-smashing, multimedia empire.
We are comic book characters ourselves. We have Kiss comics. We fly through the air. I breathe fire. I mean, everything's possible.
Their explosive show upped the ante for rock bands everywhere. But Kiss's greatest triumph was in their marketing. Lunchboxes, comic books, soda machines. Throughout the 70s and 80s, it seemed like Kiss was everywhere. They never got much love from critics.
A lot of people will point to their music as being not all that unique.
They're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and only a true soldier in the Kiss Army is likely to know more than 1 or 2 of their songs. And yet, Kiss is undoubtedly one of the most recognizable and collectible bands in rock history.
Kiss is a much bigger collectible band than the Beatles. The gauge of any star is whether or not they can overcome the limitations of the music and make you fans of them.
The Kiss story begins in 1970 when 18-year-old Stanley Eisen met Chaim Witz, a 21-year-old community college student, office temp, and aspiring comic book artist. Eisen and Witz changed their names to Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons and formed a band called Wicked Lester. Wicked Lester never really caught on, but Paul and Gene did not give up so easily.
My philosophy of life is be like that guy with the hammer in the freak house. You know, just keep swinging. The beavers keep sticking their heads up. You'll miss most of them, but you will hit a few.
They found a new look and a new name, Kiss. Some believe that Kiss stands for Knights in Satan's Service, an allusion to devil worship. But in reality, Kiss doesn't stand for anything. And that's the beauty of it.
It was thought up by Paul Stanley. I have to say, it just hit a chord. When Paul blurted out that name in a car, we were driving and, you know, you immediately stop. The heavens open up and the light shines. And it just sounded like, yeah, that's what it is.
And as for the makeup,
comic books were my teacher. The makeup, there was a chance for me to delve deeper into the horror movie and the science fiction and the comic book part of my life.
Each member of the band assumed an alter ego. The Demon, the Star Child, the Spaceman, the Cat. Throughout the 70s, these were the only faces their fans would see. The band firmly refused to be seen or photographed out of makeup. So that means they used a lot of makeup. An estimated 2.5 tons of grease paint. Enough to make up 500,000 clowns. But that was just the beginning. Kiss concerts featured levitating drum kits, smoking guitars, and tons of pyrotechnics.
Kiss just blew things up. You know, they set things on fire.
And the fans ate it up. Kiss became the most popular band in America. They released an amazing 14 records between 1974 and 1979 and broke the Beatles' attendance records in Japan. Kids around the world were dressing up as Kiss for Halloween and playing Kiss pinball. To date, Kiss has licensed over 2,000 products, including Kiss snow globes, Kiss bowling balls, and the ultimate collectible, the Kiss casket.
Gene Simmons, he'll just go out there and peddle anything.
But it's not just official Kiss merchandise that's popular. There's also a huge high-end market for other Kiss memorabilia. A recent two-day Kiss auction brought in nearly $2 million, including $189,500 for a set of original Kiss costumes. A bass that Gene Simmons played on tour sold for nearly $22,000. But if that's too rich for your blood, how about $2,500 for a signed Kiss lyric book? But why is Kiss so collectible? One reason is that, unlike other hard rock bands, Kiss doesn't just appeal to angry teenagers.
That a lot of people got into Kiss at a very young age.
We always make sure that we're in touch with young people, because young people are really what it's about. Otherwise, you grow gray and old along with your fans.
Kiss fans of all ages continue to be among the most dedicated fans around, selling out concerts and meeting at Kiss conventions.
Kiss saw this, and they said, wow, we're going to cash in on this.
Kiss fanatics just can't get enough of their favorite band. Luckily for them, Kiss has spawned well over 100 working tribute bands, with names like Kiss Nation, Kings of the Nighttime World, and Hotter Than Hell. They don the costumes and makeup to deliver the Kiss experience on a budget. A good Kiss tribute band can earn $5,000 a night. But if you want Gene, Paul, and the boys to play your next wedding or corporate event, better bring the big bucks.
Oh, yeah!
After 33 years, Kiss is still going strong. But despite selling an estimated 80 million albums worldwide, they may be mostly remembered as a pop culture sensation. But that's fine by Gene Simmons.
I want all other bands to stay exactly the way they are, and to think about artistic notions, and to think about big words like credibility.
And as for their musical legacy?
Influence doesn't mean a hell of a lot to me as long as somebody's willing to sit down and write me a check.